Welcome back, everyone. I thought let's practice some multiple choice single answer questions of medium difficulty. So the last two videos in this playlist, or if you're watching it from the start, the first two videos in this playlist are the easy questions of this type. Now, this video and then the next one that I'm going to publish, those questions are of medium difficulty. Although the difficulty level changes, the number of words in the text is still going to be 110 at the max. So that's a standard for this type of question, and the method that we use to solve these questions will still be QTA, because the technique will still be the same, because we read the question first and then we read the text, and only then we will look at the answer options. So let's start. I want you to attempt this question on your own and pause this video, and once you're done, let's continue. I hope you're done with this question. Now let's do it together. Let's read the question first. The text suggests that the sunk cost fallacy occurs because individuals blank. The text suggests that the sunk cost fallacy occurs because individuals blank. So this is sort of like a sentence completion, but what we need to look for is the reason why sunk cost fallacy occurs, because individuals do something. So that is what we need to look for in the text. Now let's read the text. Economists often assume that individuals act in their own self-interest when making financial decisions, but behavioral studies reveal significant deviations from this idea. The sunk cost fallacy, for example, shows that people are likely to continue investing in a failing project simply because they have already committed time or money. This tendency occurs even when it's clear that cutting costs would be the more rational choice. Such behavior illustrates that emotions often outweigh logic in decision making, challenging classical economic models. Okay, so in this question, the question prompt says to look for why sunk costs occur, because individuals do something. So the sunk cost fallacy occurs because individuals continue to invest in failing projects because they've already committed time or money. Now let's look at the options. Prefer rational decision making over emotional factors, are motivated to invest more in successful projects, focus on minimizing emotional regret rather than logic, avoid financial investments in failing projects. So that's definitely not it. And I think it says, because it says they have invested a lot of time and money into the projects, they are likely to continue investing in a failing project. So I think they're trying to focus on minimizing emotional regret rather than logic, because if they had gone by logic, they would have stopped investing in a failing project, but they are trying to minimize the emotional regret here because they have already committed a lot of time or money into the project. So the answer to this question is option 3, focus on minimizing emotional regret rather than logic. I hope, I know this is a tough one, but let's continue. Again, take your time, read the question, read the text, and try to answer. Pause the video, and then let's come back and solve this together. Okay, so let's read the question prompt first. According to the text, grit contributes to success by blank. So in the text, we should be looking for the contribution of grit to success by blank. Means how does grit contribute to success? That's basically a how question phrased differently. Now let's go through the text. Despite the common belief that intelligence alone determines success, researchers emphasize the role of grit, perseverance, and passion for long-term goals. Studies show that individuals with higher levels of grit tend to achieve more, even when their IQ scores are average. For example, students who consistently work on challenging problems, regardless of initial failures, often outperform more naturally gifted peers. This underscores that persistence and resilience may be just as, if not more, important than raw intellectual ability in achieving success. So it says here on sentence 2, and even in sentence 1, the role of grit, perseverance, and passion. Studies show that the individuals with higher levels of grit tend to achieve more, even when their IQ scores are average. Students who consistently work on challenging problems, regardless of initial failures, often outperform naturally gifted peers. Now let's look at the question prompt again. So grit contributes to success. I think it's through passion and perseverance, and consistency is my the answer in my head. Now let's go through the answer options. Encouraging intellectual shortcuts in problem solving. No, that's not it. We don't talk about shortcuts in this paragraph. Option 2, compensating for lower levels of intelligence. I don't think that's right too. Option 3, motivating individuals to pursue short-term goals. And option 4, focusing on natural talent and immediate results. So it's definitely not option 4. Now that I think about it, I think option 2 kind of aligns, because it doesn't explicitly say that, but compensating for lower levels of intelligence, it says that even those students who are not naturally gifted, they have scores of average IQ scores, they compensate for lower levels of intelligence with perseverance and passion. So I think the right answer is option 2. Sorry. I hope you got the same answer, and let's move on to the next question. Again, try to do this question on your own by pausing this video, and once you're back, let's solve this together. Okay, placebo effect challenges medical research by blank. So how does placebo effect challenge medical research? That's a how question again. Let's look at the text. Placebo effect demonstrates that belief in a treatment's efficacy can lead to real improvements even when the treatment itself has no therapeutic value. For example, patients given sugar pills often report reduced pain if they believe they are receiving medication. This phenomenon is so powerful that even when participants are told they are taking placebos, some still experience benefits. The placebo effect reveals the profound influence of expectations and mindset on physical and psychological outcomes, complicating the interpretation of medical trial results. So in my head, placebo effect shows the influence of the mindset and expectations on the outcomes of a medical trial. So even though they're given a placebo, it can demonstrate real improvements because of the influence of expectations and mindset. So now let's go through the options. proving that sugar pills have inherent therapeutic value. No, that's not it. Option 2, demonstrating the importance of mindset and recovery. Yes, that closely aligns with what I have in my head. Let's go through the remainder of the options to just rule them out. Showing that physical outcomes are unrelated to treatment. No, that is not correct. And option 4, eliminating the need for rigorous clinical trials. No, that is not what the question is asking for, and the correct option is option 2 here. Now let's go to the next question of medium difficulty. I want you to do this. I want you to try doing this on your own. Pause this video, and when you come back, let's solve this together. Okay, so let's read the question first. The text suggests that eustress is beneficial because it blank. So the text suggests that eustress is beneficial because. So why is eustress beneficial? This is a why question. So we should be looking in the text for why eustress is beneficial. Now let's read the text. Though it may seem counterintuitive, moderate levels of stress can enhance performance. A concept known as eustress. Unlike chronic stress, which is harmful, eustress motivates individuals to meet challenges and improve their skills. For example, athletes often describe pre-competition nerves as a driving force behind peak performance. However, there is a fine line between helpful and harmful stress, as excessive pressure can quickly overwhelm and reduce effectiveness. Understanding this balance is critical for managing stress in high-pressure environments. So, as I understand, eustress is beneficial because, unlike chronic stress, this motivates individuals to meet challenges and improve their skills. It helps them to reach their peak performance. And yeah, that is the answer that I formed in my head. Now let's go through the options and find out which one closely aligns with the answer in my head. The first option reduces pressure during challenging situations. That is not correct because eustress does not reduce pressure. Option 2 encourages peak performance by motivating effort. That kind of aligns with my answer, but let's go through the remainder of the options. Always decreases stress levels in high pressure environments. No, that is not correct. Eustress is moderate levels of stress and it doesn't decrease stress levels. Eliminate option 3. Option 4 eliminates the negative effects of chronic stress. That is also incorrect because eustress does not eliminate the negative effects of chronic stress. Eustress is moderate stress. So I think the option here is option 2. Option 2 is the right answer. Now let's go to the next question. I want you to try this on your own. Pause this video, and once you're back, let's do this together. Okay, so let's read the question prompt first. QTA method. We are following the QTA method, so we need to read the question prompt first. The text implies that animal communication systems are blank. The text implies, so this is an inference question, so text implies that the animal communication systems are blank. So we are looking for what animal communication systems are, or the text may not say that explicitly, but it implies that the animal communication systems are blank. Now let's go through the text. Although animals lack human language, they exhibit complex communication systems. Bees, for instance, perform intricate waggle dances to inform hive members about the location of food sources. Similarly, dolphins use unique vocalizations akin to names to identify individuals within their pods. These behaviors suggest that animal communication is not merely instinctual, but involves elements of learning and adaptation. Such findings challenge the notion that language and advanced communication are unique human traits, broadening our understanding of intelligence across species. Sorry. So, in my head, the text implies that the animal communications are more advanced than what we think. It is the language and advanced communication is not unique to humans. It is seen in different species as well, and they are complex and they're not simple communication systems. Now, so this is a tough one, but this is an inference question. So I have this inference in my head. Now I'm going to go through the answer options to see which one closely matches to my inference. So the first one, entirely instinctual and unchanging, which is incorrect. They're not instinctual as from the text. They are more complex and more advanced, and they involve adaptation and changes. Option 2, evidence of advanced learning and adaptation, which is true to some extent, and it kind of aligns. Let's go to option 3, similar to human language in grammar and structure. We don't talk about grammar and structure in the text, so I'm ruling that out. And option 4, limited to basic survival purposes. No, that is incorrect, because it clearly says dolphins use unique vocalizations to identify individuals within their pods. So it is not limited to basic survival purposes. So I'm going with option 2 by ruling out all other options. So let's see. Yes, option 2 is the right answer. Yeah, so if you want to practice similar medium level difficulty multiple choice single answer questions, head over to pteauthority.com. And yeah, all the best to your learning and all the best to your exam. Bye.